welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Now I've just finished the first mission thing, the mini mission thingy if you want to call it that. As you can see it was very small, very mini. As you can see 1 hour and 18 minutes it says it there. It took me to complete that. Now I did complete this game, apparently it only took me 8 hours altogether. I thought it was longer than that. But yeah, that's when I completed the first time. That I must have just been wanting a little light player once and only played it half an hour ago, probably. But yeah, that's that. I am now ready to do the plant mission because I've done the tanker. So let's start this then. There's a cutscene again. This is basically a whole new mission, whole new area and everything like that. So yeah, let's go. Yeah, we're loading. Yep. So yeah, we're ready to start the plant. I will shut up while this cutscene's on. Yeah, I'll let you read that. It's all about bombs and stuff. But yeah, see ya. I'll see you in a bit, guys.
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant's struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Okay then everyone. Yeah, so you should notice, this is not Snake. You do not play as Snake really for the Metal Gear Solid 2 at all, apart from that first little, mini mission, the tanker mission. You don't play as him. This is a new character, and Raiden, some of you might find the name familiar. He is the person on MGS, right? Well, MGR, Revengeance, which is Metal Gear Rising. It's not a stealth game, Metal Gear Rising. You can look up the gameplay for yourself. I might have had only first impressions up by now because I'm installing the demo really right now. I could show you, but I'm not going to do that. And yeah, this is Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty, the main mission, I suppose. Okay, we don't really want to listen to this, but yeah.
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming.
I can't remember it myself.
Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster.
Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions.
Yeah, I kind of got that bit.
The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember how to swim myself, so I mean, you know, there is something down here. Where is it? There it is. I did actually need to remember it myself. I haven't played this game in ages. Like a year I haven't played this game, so yeah. Okay, yeah. A little dory thingy here. Go through there. Oh, yep, guard there, or something. Oh, yep, and he's just been knocked out by somebody, it seems.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gerlukovich man.
Gerlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to cut the part here, and I'll see you in the next part of Metal Gear Solid 2. See you then, guys.